Hello everyone. This is Heather W, Cozy Creative Teacher, and I am so excited to go ahead and get a fresh start to summer. And I just want to show you a little bit of what I'm working on for my summer and what type of planning kits or resources I'm going to be using, which is pretty cool. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my like inserts or challenges, and I'm gonna create maybe a part 1 and a part 2 video, because part 2 video is more like my scripting, and it's with a completely different planner system, so I don't want this video to kind of cover both. So I think that would be kind of the easiest way. So without further ado, guys, let's get to it. Okay, so as you can see, here's what I'm using for my summer, and what I'm going to be working on in terms of inserts and daily tracking and things like that. So I have the Daily Grind Planner system. I am actually a part of the Daily Grind Club. So excited about that opportunity, only because I think that it just I just feel like it's very female centered, very goal oriented, and all about you and going after your goals. No excuses, guys. Just kind of going after those goals, but also making those necessary changes in your life that are 100% needed to conquer the goals. So I'm going a little different. Usually I use the Bookbound 7x9 planner as my daily. I'm doing something a little different, and I'm actually going to be switching to the half size planners. So here's what I'm doing. I'm already gonna show you how I set up this is the Never Stop Dreaming travel system, and these are more like the smaller travel based planners. As you can see, they are half size, and I'm just gonna walk you through a little bit so you can see kind of the dividers, how they look. This is the daily system. This is the Set Sail for Magic Found on Distant Shores tab with a little I love the to-do list. Actually, this is actually a game changer for me. There is a meal prep section, because part of my summer goal will be about meal prepping and really being very conscious about what I put inside of my body and how I'm going after my I guess my fitness, because that's a big thing for me this whole summer, so I can start off the school year amazingly. And then it says every night begins with a leap of faith. And then what I decided to put in the back was just the some planner systems sticker system book from the Daily Grind Planner, and this is from I believe this is from the Summerween collection. So this is last year's Summerween system, and then I went ahead and I also purchased this year's Summerween. This is the story sticker book, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Kind of just like it's little doodles and icons, and it's just all kinds of different themes, which is pretty cool. I'm going to show you how that is set up. And then I have the Summerween system sticker book with this is our little mascot for the summer. And then it's just like, let me just use something. Here we go. So it's just basically, it is the system sticker book. What's really cool about this is last year's system sticker book, and you can see it's just kind of like headers, doodles, markers, the daily 10, right? But the new system, let me close this and put this on the side. What's really cool is that the new system sticker books, they have that same kind of headers and icons, as you can see, little calendar dates. And of course the daily, right? Your daily 10 system. And this is for gratitude, note journaling, and note taking. But it also has something else. It's for your time blocking of your schedule, which is pretty cool. Now here's the only thing. Let me cover this. If you go into your daily, and let me see if I can move it a little closer for you. If you go into your daily system, the only thing I'm going to show you, you have your self-assessment for this is kind of like your wheel of life. This is where you are today. What can I do well? Where do I waste time? What would make me happy? Top priorities. for the next 4 months. I'm using this one for 2 months, and then I'm going to be using one of the fall themed travel systems that I got. So I filled out the month of July and August already. Here's just for, this is for the month of July. And then of course it goes into your weekly, and then these are your daily. And there is, what's pretty cool is that there is a section for time blocking. So I guess I could, I'll show you like this. I'm pretty sure, does it fit? It fits to a degree, but it starts at 6 a.m. and it ends at 10 a.m. But if you just wanted to time block maybe just up till 7 o'clock in the night, you could kind of just wing it, right? You could kind of do that way. You don't have to necessarily use the whole time blocking sticker, but that's what's pretty cool. This has more like numbers, priorities, angles. These are actually titled headers, which is pretty cool. And then it's time blocking stickers, which is, I think, is pretty cool. And they're in about 2, 3, 4, and 5 different 6 different color schemes for the whole summer. So I think that's pretty cool. So as you could see, what I went ahead and started doing, I'm going to show you because I already started taking out little stickers. Chapter 1, this is called Party Prep. So I went ahead and used some stickers from Chapter 1 to already set up my weekly to-dos. And this is just for the first week of July, which I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start July 1st maybe. I think I don't know, I might do something different because I do want to start, July 1st is this Wednesday, so I do kind of want to start off my week, you know, Monday and Tuesday. Maybe I'll use the other planner that I was using, and I'll just start with Wednesday because I really do want this to be like my July and August. All right, so and I put in enough pages for those two, for July and August. All right, and then what I really like, this is your to-do list, and it's just basically to-do list, today's date, tasks, yes, almost, and tomorrow. Basically, it's a check off to see when you finished it. I started setting this up in a different way. I am actually setting it by project. So for one project, this is my gardening project. And I already started listing items. So you can see planters. I actually placed an order for my planters here. So I'm using this for my gardening project, and I'm gonna write some notes here. And of course what's really cool about these to-do lists, they're very handy. This goes right into my purse. It fits perfectly. This is for my Etsy shop with my bookmarks. And let me see. Here's one on my list. Let me show you. So I had, this is my bookmark kind of like printable item store. I have print the rest of my bookmarks. Did I print them? Yes, I'll show you them in a minute. And I printed my 10 bookmarks, but now I still have some laminating and cutting to do. And let me show you what that looks like. So I went ahead and I just did my printout. So maybe let me scan back so you could actually really see. So cool. So this is one for like kind of, you know, this is the fall themed bookmarks. It says fall for a good book, fall book club, and this is just some academia style stuff. Fall in a good book. This is a little Halloweenish. I've got a little witch's hat there. Fall book club, some mushroom themes. This is bookish and sun-kissed. This is kind of like florals. This is more like kind of textured paper style bookmarks. This one is kind of junk journal-y style. And these are my book review items. So like they kind of are like if you're reading a specific book and you want to take notes on a book, that's what these are for. So they're book review cards and different themes: academia, spring, floral, strawberries, fruits, all kinds of styles. And then also book discussion cards. So like let's say this is the book discussion one, and let's say that you wanna focus on, maybe something you want to focus on is like discussing a book with another friend. You could actually purchase 2 of these style of bookmarks for each one of you. So I have another one, book discussion card. book reviews, book reviews. So I have been printing these, but I needed to I needed like a to-do list that is more for like my project-based work. So that's kind of what I did, what I set up here, which is helpful. And then I haven't done anything else with the rest of the to-do list. But what I wish a to-do list like this existed for the 7x9 planner. But now that I'm kind of switching things over to the travel size, I think that this is just going to work perfectly for me. And then of course my meal prep, because I'm focusing so much on my health for the summer. So yeah, so that is this is going to be my daily planner, the Never Stop Dreaming. And I got this, believe it or not, in a mystery bundle, in a mystery box. And I never thought that I would kind of use them, but I just feel like the handiness, the size is just working for me. And I love the kind of theme of the travel, the island, you know, for the summer. Now, let me show you the Summerween setup. I think this is honestly the coolest thing I've seen. So the Summerween story sticker book is literally broken down into a story. And I think this is like such a clever thing. So I'm going to pull it up a little bit for you. I'm going to read it. It says, Chapter 1, Party Prep. Chapter 2, Poolside Fun. Party Prep says the day begins with decorative treats and playful details that set the mood. A little spooky, a little silly, full of excitement for what is ahead. Chapter 2, Poolside Fun. As the sun climbs higher, the fun moves outside. Cool water, bright colors, and ghostly pool piles bring carefree Summerween energy to the day. Chapter 3, Sweet Treats. Midday calls for something sweet, colorful candies, icy treats, and spooky snacks. Add a sugar-filled moment for delight. Chapter 4, Beachside Vibes. Warm breezes, rolling waves, and coastal magic shift the mood. This chapter captures relaxed Summerween moments by the water with a mysterious twist. Chapter 5, Spooky Sips. As the afternoon fades, refreshing drinks take center stage. Tropical flavors and spooky flair come together for easygoing summer evenings. And Chapter 6, Movie Fright Night. Ooh, hold on, Movie Fright Night. Let me see. Is this Chapter 6? Ah, like a movie night. I love it. Okay. So it says, the day winds down with cozy blankets, glowing screens, and familiar favorites, a soft, spooky ending to a perfectly playful summer reading. I love this, guys. This is like, honestly, I'm going to do a little flip through for you, just so you can kind of see. Here's Chapter 1, Party Prep. Chapter 2, Poolside Fun. Chapter 3, Sweet Treats. So cool. I love it. I see the candies. Chapter 4, Beachside Vibes. Seashells, coconuts, fishies. Surfer, ghost surfer right here. Here's a skeleton, you know, getting a little sun. Skeleton fish. Chapter 5, Spooky Sips. This is all about like those fun mocktails. It says, I'll have a Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. All right, Spooky Sips. Movie Fright Night, and you have some gummies, some popcorn, some sodas. We have some stickers that say movie nights, some bats and moons. And that is the Summerween story sticker book. It definitely tells the story of like the fun spookiness of Halloween, which I think is like really cool. All right, now this is my summer inserts. This specific cover is from last year's Summerween. This is called the Old Fashioned. This is, I think, the Summerween Spirits book. That's what it is. It's a Summerween Spirits. As you can see, I'm going to show you the inside of the color. It gives you its definition of Summerween, but it also, hold on, because sometimes these are actual metal covers. So, and then it's the inside, the skeleton. And I'm using these are the covers from the Moods collection, in case you were wondering, but let me show you what I'm using for my covers, for my Summerween inserts. And of course, I always keep a weekly routine builder because I want to be focusing and jotting down and tracking my morning, afternoon, and evening routine and what I'm getting done. So I'm going to be using these for the summer. So you can see I already pulled out a few from the habit tracking challenge. So that is one insert that I'm using. Here is this is the actual summer, is this the Summerween? This is the Summerween insert. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's got some monthly planning and tracking pages. Here's a calendar. I'm just going to go through the trackers, maybe this way so you can see it. Okay. 2 calendars, one for July, one for August with a habit tracker. Here are some per evening rituals, bucket. You have a Summerween bucket list. You have a little memory bookkeeping here, some party planning to-dos and entertainment, some coloring, Summerween entertainment guide, some book lists for Summerween, book trackers, movie trackers, which is pretty cool. So here's a cool Summerween watch list. So for example, some of them are called Quiet Towns, Comfort Scares, Summer Thrills, Creature Features, Where Love Gets Strange. Some of the books are like Summer of '84, Super 8, Zombieland, The Mummy, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Jaws, Tremors, Lake Placid. So here's a tracker for your movies for the summer. So another Summerween movie challenge. So it's like a little bingo. Summerween Spotify playlist. And seasonal treats. So I believe these are like sweet treats. So for example, cursed caramel pretzel bites, drizzle midnight chocolate drizzle popcorn, s'mores bars, twilight fruit skewers, tropical curse. Here's just some mocktails. I have been so excited to do summer style mocktails. So now this is the Summerween insert. I also decided to get the summer insert because I'm not going to be celebrating Summerween every single day of the summer, right? So I decided to also get like a traditional summer insert that I want to kind of show you, which is pretty cool. And we have a summer bucket list. Here's a list of your bucket list with 4 categories. Here's a watch list, a movie log. Here's a cool summer reading list. So I think some of these books is exciting. Some of them are fun reads. Some of them are growth and mindset. You've got summer fiction, romantic fiction, and a little summer love. Here's your book log and summer review, your reading review. But I might wind up using some of my actual, maybe a nice floral. Maybe this one right here. I might be using my own book review cards for the for my summer reading list. Here's a music playlist from Spotify. Here's a this or that activity. And what's really cool, we have again your little summer style sweet treats and summer mocktails, which I'm so excited for. I love like those nice fruity based summer mocktails. I think those are the coolest. Local adventure ideas, some outdoor activities, almost like just kind of you're jotting down what you do as the day goes by, right? Here are some monthly intentions. What's your summer theme? What's your goals for the month of July? This is for the month of July. Habit trackers for July, monthly intentions, habit trackers for this is for August. Here's a 7-day summer challenge, which I probably will be doing. Definitely, I want to challenge myself to do multiple things. I wish there was more sheets like this, but that's okay. Movement and energy, self-care for the summer. A little collage here for summer memories, personal growth this summer. So it's also like, something that you want to work on for the summer. What are some things you want to do? So it's almost like planning out your summer, and it's almost like you're living intentionally as the summer goes by, right? And then here's a little reflection piece, things that you loved about the summer, some summer gratitude, summer reflections, looking ahead. And then this is, of course, it says take what you need and carry the warmth of the season with you long after it ends. And I just have some note-taking sheets. And my last section for my Summerween spirits insert, because I'm gonna just I think I can only realistically I think do like 2 to 3 inserts like a season. So I had started, so what I did for the season of like kind of mid-May to June was the detox challenge, and I finished that one. I'm gonna be going into that challenge again in August, but I want to give myself some breathing room to like have some fun and like, you know, treat myself to some things. But I am really heavy in focusing on my wellness journey. So I did weeks 1, 2, and 3. So I am now shifting into week 4 and 5 of the summer of my health and wellness journey. And something that I'm going to start doing with along with my meal tracker is tracking not necessarily like protein and carbs, but like the types of meals that I eat, my mood and my energy levels, some type of activities that I'm doing every week, listing my priorities in health for the week with breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So I really want to track that. And then these are some daily sheets that I'm going to be using for some type of strength, cardio, or other. So if I'm not going to be doing kind of like a strength-based exercise at that moment, what I'm going to be doing is maybe like a 5K steps, focusing on what am I hydrating myself with, my meals, my notes, in terms of, I think S is for snacks, like what kind of snacks am I having during the day. And I really am going to be strict with like kind of being committed to that. And what's really cool is that each week does have your habit or exercise. So you can actually list like walking, like list your traditional exercises of what you'll do or what you want to work on each week. And then you can list, so for example, this is 5K steps. Even I can add some kind of glow up a little bit here. So for example, in terms of health and wellness, I can add maybe something like a four-step morning routine that has to do with my physical appearance, getting dressed every day, my habits of sleep. Am I getting 7 hours of sleep? So I'm going to be focusing this on like very specific like targets of my health and wellness, and tracking when am I doing it each day. And I've already started using it. So guys, this is kind of my summer task. Now I did show you these, which is the morning routine insert and the evening routine insert. These will begin in the month of August, only because I want to focus on kind of the fun, reading, enjoyment, and you know, I'm focusing a lot on my 2 businesses right now for the whole month of July. I'm in like 2 masterminds. I've got a lot of email stuff and blog work that's going on. So I'm gonna focus on like kind of balancing the heavy duty work with the summer fun. So I'm really excited about that. All right, guys. So I just was so excited to kind of like show you guys what I'm doing for the summer. These are all products that I'm using. Inserts and planners and stickers that I'm using from the Daily Grind Planner. I will link the website below. I am not an affiliate, but I am in the Daily Grind Club, and I also I purchase the products and work on the inserts on a regular basis. I believe they have, you know, helped me in terms of my mental, physical, and wellness, and my financial growth and my financial responsibility and my gratitude and just my overall like enjoyment in life and appreciation for what the world has to give us and what we can do for others. So I really appreciate that. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Follow me along, because maybe what I'd like to do is show you some videos of how I'm filling out the inserts. I know lots of people show you what the products are online, but my intention is to actually show you how I fill out the inserts, how I plan with the products, because I think that's the most important part about, you know, being a creator and showcasing planners and systems. Is I feel like I really should be showing you guys how they're used in real time, so you can get some fun ideas on how you use them as well. So guys, I hope you like this video. I am so excited to share the summer and all the fun Summerween and party stuff with you, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.